What important things did you learn from participating in this youth exchange?
I think the most important thing we learned was to give first aid to some injured person and how to give CPR. We also learned how to start a fire if needed and how to build shelters and how to filtrate water. And I think the most important skill we learned is that we are able to survive whatever weather and whatever conditions happen to us.
So the important things that I learned from this youth exchange were mostly regarding to survival skills. So, for example, I was really surprised to see how easily it is to make a emergency shelter using only your rain poncho. I think it's like as long as you have like two ropes and a poncho, you can easily survive in a rain. I mean, I've tested that out practically, so that was actually something interesting I've learned. I also like the fact that I could, brush up on my first aid skills that I also got reminded of since I got my first aid course back in high school. So that was really nice.
The most important things that I learned throughout the project is how to cope with different situations of emergency when I'm with people from different nationalities, how to adapt their needs throughout the situation and how to use everything that I have in hand by practical point of view and how to be as quick as possible so that I can cope with the emergency and therefore save my partner's lives and we can have a great union together and get away alive.
What were your favorite moments during the project?
My favorite moment was the Hunger Games. It was good for orientation in the forest. It was good for the keep together as group. Anna sent us the location. We had the GPS application in our phone, and we going to the forest and we must find some red things and or make some activities. And it was more interesting because it was raining.
Talking about the project, the most exciting ones was like the trip in the woods, like the orientation game that we had. We had actually the most motivated team, I think, of all teams because we were so motivated to finish as the first place, and actually we took it. So it was a very good experience, and despite the rain and the hot weather, we actually took the first place on both days of the project.
My favorite moments were quite a few. First, I really enjoyed the Hunger Games in the forest, navigating through the forest doing various tasks. And also, I really enjoyed the culture nights, getting to know other cultures and other people, trying these various sweets and drinks.
If you were to recommend the yacht exchange to someone else, what would you say about it?
If I was able to recommend it to someone else and to participate again, like it was my dream because I've always wanted, like since I was a kid, to participate in a reality show such as Big Brother or Survival or other stuff. And it was like, maybe it can teach me some nice stuff, how to survive in the nature, how to build a fire, how to survive in dangerous environments such as rain in the forest, bears, and so on. And I think it was so useful. If I have to recommend it, it will say, yeah, go for it, definitely. It's a nice experience. You meet so many great people. The lectures are good. It's not like the typical learning at school. It's a nice way to learn difficult things. And I think it's a great opportunity for every young person who wants to develop his or her skills and to get ready for the hard life.
I would recommend this project to anybody who likes new adventures because this project is very unique. It's very interactive and interesting, and it's for people who are open to experiencing new things and making new memories. And it's a very unique experience, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody.
Well, I would say that it was an interesting experience, something that I never thought that I would do, but here I am. And I survived the weather in Lithuania, I survived all the activities, all the interesting stuff that has happened. And I would say to them that this is a once in a lifetime experience and they should just give it a try because it's amazing and they won't regret it.
How I plan to use the knowledge what I get here Actually, from the topic, the would you survive isn't it something what you wanna use into your practical life and daily life. It's something what you need to know to be prepared for the unexpected situation, for the catastrophe, for the saving life. Let's say yours or someone or your partner, maybe your family. So it's a really important topic what every one of us needs to know.
So for me, as a person who loves hiking and some adventure stuff, I think that it's really useful to know in case of some emergency situation, to know how to make a fire or build a shelter to survive in extreme conditions, for example. And also, I do rock climbing, so it's really useful for me to know how to make different types of knots, so that I just yeah, it will be really useful.
So I think that the skills I've learned in this project are very useful, and things like CPR, Heimlich maneuver, tying knots, starting a fire, filtering water, that could come in very handy. I could use the Heimlich maneuver when someone is choking, and before I didn't know how to do that.